Short of the halfway. Sharp. Hilditch. They're backing up tonight. Wynn. Sterling blindside. Glover. Perfect pass. Well run onto. 10 metres into Balmain territory. Straight through his wing his opposing number, Davison. And that's the end of 6.
Was it his wrist or?
Well, he grabbed his shoulder when he first got up.
Sterling. Wynn. And he's put it down. And that's a let-off for Balmain. They were playing with Alan McMahon virtually as a passenger, and they were looking a bit brittle out there. Here's Pringle in 17. Tackled outside the 22 line. Knight, Martin, Pearce, talented player. 8 metres from the quarter. Gerard and Patterson doing the work there in defence. Filipana. Patterson again makes the tackle. Kenny over the top. Hello, Solkowitz and Pringle exchange blows in the back play. Martin, Knight, Webster, and the Tigers. Will they throw? Miranda has lost it out the back door. Scooped away by Hilditch.
Here's trouble for Balmain.
This is Kenny now. And he's taken ball and all by Filipana. Line. Parramatta 2, Balmain 0. Patterson. Well, Patterson was just simply lacking a runner.
Yes, he was, because if either Sterling or Beatson had been that yard further up, the gap had been broken.
Gerard, Edge is still going. Solkowitz is there with him. Solkowitz is down to the 22. Filipana making the tackle. Solkowitz plays it back for Edge to Sterling. Now to Wynn. Stephen Sharp goes on the inside. That's him with the ball now. Last tackle for Parramatta and this fans. Whittaker held by Kenny. McMahon, Knight, Miranda, around Collins, back to Knight, on the 22 line, McMahon, oh, Beatson again with another driving tackle.
Yes, he picked him out of danger.
To take advantage of lost balls from Parramatta if they're going to get back into this game.
Now it's Neil Hunt to take it out. Well, I might have misled you there when I believed it was the tackle on Michael Patterson that brought the penalty. Obviously, from where the penalty was given, it wasn't to do with the Patterson tackle at all. But let's repeat what Keith has said. Both cut judges apparently saw the same incident. Beatson. Oh, yes, picked up by Stephen Edge, capitalising on a half chance from Beatson. And then it's Peter Wynn taking it over the halfway line. And by Jove, I tell you what, this lad, he might be giving them 3-point start tonight, but he's certainly trying to pick them up. Gerard. Patterson's on the inside. Sterling comes round the outside. And the little halfback.
Moving 10 metres before they come to a Balmain defender.
Now that ball is a Balmain ball. Pearce. Pearce is through a big gap between Wynn and Kenny. Kenny closes the gap.
Balmain making enough opportunities at the moment to still put a lot of pressure on Parramatta, but nothing's coming of them at the moment.
Filipana. Grassing tackle out there.
Important scrum.
Sterling, open side. Picked up by lock forward Wayne Pearce, who's cutting Sterling down every time he tries to sneak up the side of the scrum. Beatson. Beatson looking, finding Patterson. Patterson gets it away to Solkowitz, and on it goes to Kenny. Is very fast. Collins goes to the, well, was going to the inside, but Kenny was pulled down by...
Creating havoc in the middle of the ruck, the way that Gerard and Beatson are turning that pass back on the inside and the outside and picking up the runners at the moment. This is where Balmain's trouble is coming from. And they're not getting up to smother that ball carrier.
Not getting up, Keith.
Parramatta standing that little bit deeper, though, with the ball.
Schaefer, another break by the fullback. Cover tackle by Beatson. 10 metres short of the halfway. Knight. Lavers. Hilditch's tackle. Knight with the ball. A basketball down to Martin. A quick ball to Filipana. Stands in the tackle. Gets it to Pearce. A big run coming up from Miranda. Martin on the inside. And he's picked up by Collins and by second row forward Steve Sharp.
He couldn't do much else than that, Miranda.
Now it's Whittaker. Filipana. Knight. And over the top, Gerard. Underneath was Solkowitz. This is Whittaker.
Nobody with him. Look at this. Look, they're walking.
Yeah, he gets away from dummy half very quickly, though, Frank.
Gee, they should anticipate it, Keith.
Yes, I agree. I wish the hell they had him.
Schaefer now, 10 metres out from the line. Balmain really piling on the attacking pressure. Knight. A bomb to test Neil Hunt. It's a good bomb, too. Beautifully taken.
Goal line drop out.
Pierce losing his footing. Schaefer wrestled to the ground by Sharp, who'll still be tackling at the same rate as the full-time siren sounds. Martin beats him around the legs. Kenny over the top. Knight labours through Morris. Pringle tackled by Kenny.
I think Lloydie Martin's got to get into a situation where he starts attacking, because he's not creating any problems for the Parramatta outside backs that are able to come up very quickly. And at the moment, he's just content to take the ball and move it out, and consequently, there's no worries for Parramatta.
Miranda's pass tonight. Martin now. Filipana. Good tackle there by Patterson. That man is Martin. They've lost some ground. Now they're going across the field and ahead now. Martin. Sterling was the tackler. We're 6 minutes from half-time, with Parramatta leading by 4 points to 0. This is Percy Knight. Now Labors, a quick ball away to Filipana. Now it's Pringle. Pierce. Balmain streaming to the 22. A try coming up. Miranda will score the first try of the cup final, and taking it right around. Yes. And the crowd goes absolutely wild.
Well, let's say the Balmain supporters in the crowd.
That was a good try. The passing of Balmain there was really top class.
Yes, Pringle was the one that gave a very good pass, and so did Wayne Pierce when he made that break there. Schaefer was the player up there, drew the two of them in and gave Miranda a good passage, but Miranda showed good pace then to get away from his winger, and of course, being a goal kicker himself, I think he appreciated the advantage of getting around underneath the sticks.
And Parramatta coming back onto the field to see that wind that was favouring Balmain for the first 2 quarters has probably faded fractionally as Glover comes away with it. Webster over the top. This is Stephen Edge. Now Beatson. Out towards the 22 line. Hilditch wants it. Gerard. Win on the blind side. Comes off a Balmain player.
Young Webster's made a dramatic improvement in the last 3 or 4 weeks.
He played well here tonight, too.
Yes, he made his debut about 4 weeks ago and was a little bit tentative, but certainly he's gone ahead in leaps and bounds, and a lot more authority and vigour in his play. And as you said, Frankie, he's having a top game here this evening.
Rod Morris. 8 metres from the 22. Knight. Whittaker, a dummy for him. Martin.
Yes, it certainly was a very flat move. Then it was a well-rehearsed one, but it certainly wasn't executed too well.
Oh, Sterling intercepting for Parramatta. Looks up and just cheekily smiles at Olsen Filipina before playing it for this man, Peter Wynn. Now Sterling. Beatson. Right on the halfway line. I'm told we'll probably do a season with the Redcliffe Club in Brisbane next year. Sterling. Patterson. Neil Hunt. Hunt. There's a chance on for Kenny. Balmain have been broken. Kenny holding it up. Then to Collins.
Yes, it was good defence there, particularly good defence by Schaefer that manoeuvred the Kenny into a situation where he only had one way to go.
And Steve Sharp in the semi-final against Western Suburbs, you might remember. Sterling, Beatson, picked up by Glover, and nicely picked up in cover by Percy Knight.
Parramatta working the blind side a lot, Frank.
They certainly are, working Glover's wing all the time.
Beatson is on the mother of Balmain players. Parramatta's last fortnight has been a heavy one. Manly, Wests, the Cup final, then Canterbury, then St George, now Patterson, now Kenny. Quick hands to Solkowitz. He's headed for the corner. He steps inside Solkowitz, throws a pass in desperation, does he? No, he's still in possession. 5 metres out from the line. Hilditch now calls on Peter Wynn, who goes for Michael Patterson, but referee Hartley has called a halt.
That was another game by Schaefer, wasn't it? Because he just went straight for the wingers.
That was not George Doniger, but in fact Frank Hyde. Knight, Webster, there's a gap. Beatson closes it with the help of Patterson, or was it Edge? It was Edge. Knight. Lavers. Oh, Pringle. Could have well been off for the prize. Hilditch plays it outside his 22 line. This is Neil Hunt, a youngster who could well turn a loss or a seeming loss into a victory with that extravagant step of his. So could this man, Peter Wynne. Both danger players for Balmain to contend with. Gerard. The big man. Now where's his support? Here comes one. Glover. And Schaefer did well. Sterling's in support. And the little man is into touch just inside the 22. But that was good football by Jeff Gerard. Yes, it's it. Parramatta. Sterling will probably kick. Scrums against him. 7-5 at the moment. Beatson looking for Patterson. Picking up Neil Hunt. And Hunt is over the halfway line. He's a pretty good footballer, this kid. And he's taken it down 10 metres out from the 22 line.
Yes, and so's the bloke that gave him the pass, a pretty good footballer.
Beatson.
My word. This is certainly a well-rehearsed move, and Beatson always has plenty of time. He's sending this that little bit yard deeper in attack and making it difficult for the Balmain defence to get up to him.
Yeah.
And he's got 2 or 3 runners off him. This is something that Balmain aren't doing with their ball player in Percy Knight.
Important scrum this way. It's a Parramatta ball. Oh, nearly a mistake as Patterson tries to make the best of it. Kenny tries to slide through a gap, taken by Corowa. Peter Wynne says, give me a quick play the ball, Kenny, if you can. And he works the line side, but it all fell apart there. Edge now.
Easiest to lean.
That's right.
The easiest looking ones.
Yes.
Well, it's a look of gaiety on Laurie Nichols' face as he
already has the points on the board.
But it wouldn't be a look of joy on Jeff Gerard's face. He was the man who infringed the 5. He's one of those 3 men standing in front of the uprights, motionless at the moment. Wayne Miranda. 16 minutes out from the full-time siren. A little dance. And he hits it sweetly. He's missed it. My God.
That must have certainly given Parramatta a tremendous lift.
Wigan. Oh, well, this cup final's had everything now. Russell Fairfax would know exactly what's going through the mind of Wayne Miranda at this very moment. Webster streaming ahead across to Wigan. Taken by Gerard.
And this might be just the spur that Balmain needed.
Now Morris. Corowa. Knight. Sliding it for McMahon to give it to Martin. A kick for the corner. A shoulder charge on Martin. Balmain might have gone in. No. Into touch, says the referee. He's taken the corner marker, which is into touch in gold. It'll be it now. Beatson, who played in the 75 cup-winning side for Eastern Suburbs before coaching to East to a cup final victory in 78.
Rod Morris getting through a ton of work out there,
He
Frank.
certainly is.
Gerard turns it back for Stephen Edge. And they're 4 metres, I should say, outside the Balmain 22 line. Parramatta haven't been to a cup final since 75. Those Parramatta players are all onside. It's dropped and it's taken by Corowa, and that ball was just sitting there for the taking.
And Corowa took it.
Oh, a mistake in the play the ball, but McMahon is away from the in-goal area. Oh, and he's passed to Wigham, who almost lost it. Miranda's tackled out on the far side of the ground. Oh, that's dangerous football from Balmain. Kenny kicks indiscriminately, although legally, says referee Hartley. Now Rod Morris. Play back inside the Balmain 22 line. Pringle. A shoulder charge by Gerard, and he's taken eventually by Beatson.
Came onto the ball strong now.
Yes, he's running on it well.
12 minutes out. Corowa. Thought about passing. Edge one tackler. The other man was Wynne. Morris. And it's down there for Lavers to probe even further. But Sharp in number 10 and Hilditch in 11 make the tackle. 12 metres from the halfway line is Balmain as Percy Knight goes ahead and looks for Corowa, finds him, loses it. Parramatta have lost it. Towed ahead by Filipana. Referee Hartley is going to put a scrum down. The Knight's speed was very much pro Balmain, but it came out, a swinging right to left it was from Gerard as the scrum broke up. Well, Sterling plays it now for Steve Sharp, who probably realises there's a second row berth up for grabs at Parramatta. Or should I say a great battle on for a second row berth at Parramatta. But I think you'll see the name A. Beatson back there on a firm basis come next weekend.
Parramatta content to contain the ball, control the ball and graft away down in this area. And if the opportunity arises, of course, well, they will spin it out.
Beatson.
This is the bloke that's going to do it.
Oh, nice hands by Kenny, but taken well by Wigham. This is the last. They'll be looking for Sterling. Here he is. There goes the bomb. Patterson leads the ruck. He's well onside. McMahon is under a dough. And he's lost it. And it's Korowa. Oh, Korowa had a kick at it, and then he had a hand at it and got it over the dead ball line in the nick of time.
Since has been non-stop throughout, and even though Balmain has probed the openings, as Collins kicks the goal and Parramatta go to an 8 points to 5 lead, they're worthy leaders at this stage, but there's still 6 minutes.
Pearce is injured, clutching an ankle. Martin, Knight coming up as Pillen. It's out to McMahon. There's a chance for the Tigers. It's gone to Korowa. Korowa's tackled on the 22 line by Sterling. Last tackle for Balmain now. Knight.
Gee, he was a mile offside.
Oh, yes.
Mile
Lost.
offside.
And it's Parramatta's ball from Stephen Edge.
Oh.
He was a mile offside.
The crowd, 17,829. Keith, maybe you are right, but let me assure you there was a lengthy delay in the transmission of the ball from the man who played it to the dummy half.
Did you think he was offside or not?
I did not.
Okay.
Martin, just inside the 22 line. Filipana. A chance now for Balmain. 3 points in arrears. They need to score. Martin, Knight, Webster. That tackler is Patterson, who has tackled his insides out. Whittaker, Sterling the tackler. Balmain on their last tackle. They'll probably bomb. Knight, Martin. Well, he tried to get a kick in, and it's dived on for Parramatta by Peter Sterling. We estimate 2 minutes to go. The Percy Knight feed gives Balmain a scrum win. Pearce, Martin, and he floats one. There's an overlap for Balmain as McMahon goes to the halfway and beats Wynn. Serves it back for Pearce. He turns it back and Patterson couldn't pick it up. Knight gives it away to Morris. Morris surges towards the scoreboard side now. McMahon, they're on 6 more tackles, the Tigers. Knight goes up the centre, gets the pass down, does he? No, he takes it to ground under the tackle of Ron Hilditch. McMahon, and it's gone to Wigham. I thought that could have been a touch forward.
I thought it was forward.
I thought he was offside, really.
Just outside the Parramatta 22 line. Knight, Connor was there. This man is Lavers. Balmain throwing everything bar the kitchen sink at Parramatta. They're 3 points in arrears. They've scored 1 try to 0 though, as Webster goes surging ahead. They're 12 metres out from the line now. And this is Whittaker. And he got a pass away to Pillen. Oh, lost. And it's picked up by McMahon. Hartley is down looking across the ground saying it's gone forward and we'll have a scrum. But oh, what an ulcer of a final. It's over. The Parramatta Eels have won their first cup by 8 points to 5. And never have I witnessed a more controversial final, both on and off the field. And what a champion player that is, or that man is, who has been involved in 3 cup finals. Down there getting lost in that mass of children, Arthur Beatson. Parramatta 8, Balmain 5 in the 1980 Tooth Cup final.